Welcome, lords and ladies, back to the realm. I am the Goat King, and I want to demonstrate how flexible Pathfinder 2nd Edition is. Specifically, I want to talk about the healer role. In most systems, being a healer would mean picking a specific class, most often a cleric, medic, or other obviously healing-focused class. In Pathfinder 2nd Edition, many of the classes have options for healing abilities built in, and even if you choose a class with no built-in healing ability, you can still be a very effective healer either by taking an archetype and/or investigating in an applicable skill. What's more is even a small dip into healing abilities is helpful, and you don't need to take every option available to become a truly powerful healer. For the purpose of this video, we'll be using what's in the core rulebook and advanced player's guide only. However, most of what we're going to go over is in the core rulebook, so even if you only have that, you still have a wide breadth of options. As we get into these options, I'll be differentiating between combat-focused and exploration-focused healing. Combat-focused healing never takes more than 3 actions to activate and is almost always limited to a number of uses per day. Exploration-focused healing is almost never limited to a number of uses per day and is almost always restrained by available time. So let's jump into the options you have from the various classes first. An alchemist playing a healer may choose the Shuriken research field, allowing them to use their crafting skill for basic medicine skill options and prep more healing and medicine elixirs daily. Regardless of research field, any alchemist can prep elixirs of life to heal allies. These elixirs are combat-focused healing options. From the advanced player's guide, alchemists can take a feat that allows them to throw these elixirs like bombs, allowing them to heal from a range. The main healing ability any bard will have access to is the Soothe spell. The Soothe spell functions similarly to the 2-action heal spell with a lower average HP restoration. It's also available to all occult spellcasters. Bards also have access to a feat from the Advanced Player's Guide called Hymn of Healing, which gives them the Hymn of Healing composition spell. Hymn of Healing provides a small HP recovery and temp HP pool for up to 4 rounds. Both of these abilities are combat healing focused. Next, we have the Champion. Any good aligned champion will have the Lay on Hands focus spell. While Lay on Hands has an upgrade path that will give it more combat utility, we are focused on the 6 HP per spell level healing it can provide. When used for healing, Lay on Hands does not require a roll. Lay on Hands can be used in combat a limited number of times, but I classify it as an exploration healing ability, because when combined with the refocus activity, Lay on Hands can be used every 10 minutes for as long as you have time. Now we come to the Cleric, the OG healer. First of note, clerics use the Divine spell list, giving them access to the Heal spell. Heal is not only the gold standard for healing magic, who would have guessed, it also has versatility, with its variable casting times achieving different effects. Clerics may also choose the healing font if their deity allows it. Healing font automatically preps heal spells in a handful of bonus slots heightened to your maximum spell level. As for feats, clerics have too many options both in the core rulebook and advanced player's guide to cover in this video. Clerics have options for both combat and exploration healing, but the heal spell is specifically combat focused. Not to be forgotten, the druid brings their natural spirit to the task. Druids use the primal spell list, giving them access to the heal spell as well. That covers them for combat healing, but in a natural setting, they can also provide exploration healing. A Leaf Order Druid will have the Goodberry Focus spell. This can be used with the refocus activity to recast every 10 minutes as long as the Druid has access to fresh berries. With all this spellcasting, where would we be if we didn't cover the Sorcerer? Sorcerers can choose between various spell lists, and as such can have either the Soothe or Heal spell, either of which fall into combat healing. Sorcerers of the Angelic Bloodline gain the Angelic Halo Bloodline spell, which improves the power of their heal spells. To top it off, the Divine Evolution class feat grants the sorcerer an extra spell slot of their highest level specifically for heal or harm. To take a short break from casters, let's look at what the Investigator can do. The Investigator gets 2 options to choose from at the start that will influence how they may play the healer. Alchemical Sciences gives them a small amount of combat healing by producing elixirs. Forensic Medicine sets the Investigator up to rely on the medicine skill for healing, with a small amount of combat healing and a decent amount of exploration healing. We'll cover this topic in more detail later when we get to the skills. We return to magical healing with the Oracle. The Oracle is a divine caster with access to the heal spell, a potent combat healing option. Oracles of the Life Mystery grow ever more potent with their combat healing ability. However, a Life Oracle is going to rely more on transferring or sacrificing their own HP to support their fellows. Rounding out the healing classes is the Witch. Witches choose their spell list. Because of that, they may gain access to either Soothe or Heal. A Witch's greatest healing ability comes from a basic lesson. Lesson of Life grants the Life Boost Hex. While obviously intended for combat, the Life Boost Hex is a focus spell and can as such be used for exploration healing. Whew, the classes took quite a while to cover. The next 2 parts of this video should be quite easy to cover, and they can be combined with any class, not just the healing ones. Archetypes offer a few options for healers, and for this video at least, we aren't counting multi-class archetypes. Kicking off with the only magic healer in this set, we have the Blessed One archetype. The Blessed One gains the Lay on Hands focus spell, normally used by champions. Lay on Hands has combat utility with the array of buffs it grows to provide. However, as a healer, you'll most use it to provide exploration healing. The Herbalist takes a page from the Alchemist's book, gaining basic alchemy benefits with a few restrictions. These alchemy benefits can only be used to craft alchemical items with the healing trait, as well as antidote and anti-plague. You gain batches of reagents equal to your level, or half that in an unnatural environment. And your basic alchemy level does not automatically advance past level 1. This archetype has strong combat healing ability. The Medic archetype relies heavily on and modifies the healing skill. These modifications increase the skill's usefulness for both combat and exploration healing. We'll cover it more when we get to actually talking about the skills. Before jumping into the medicine skill, I want to note that through the Alchemist Surgeon, the crafting skill can be used for medicine activities, and with the natural medicine skill feat, nature can be used for medicine activities. Medicine is a powerful skill in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and any character can invest in the skill to become an effective healer. When it comes to restoring hit points, Treat Wounds is the action you will use the most, with a base DC of 15. A cooldown of 1 hour, and 2d8 hit points on a success, it doesn't seem very strong at first. However, if you spend the full hour performing this action, HP is doubled, and if you raise the DC attempted, you vastly increase the HP restored. That is all before you begin augmenting the skill with feats. From the core rulebook alone, we have Battle Medicine, allowing you to perform an action much like Treat Wounds, once daily per patient with only a single action rather than 10 minutes. Continual Recovery, allowing you to perform Treat Wounds every 10 minutes rather than every hour. And Ward Medic, allowing you to treat wounds for multiple allies simultaneously. And from the Advanced Player's Guide, we have Risky Surgery. You cause damage to the patient before attempting the medicine check. Your reward for this is a +2 on the check and an automatic upgrade from a success to a critical success. As you've seen here, the medicine skill by itself can be upgraded to make you a very effective healer. Combine that with 1 or 2 of the other options we talked about today, and you can absolutely be the best healer on the board, even if you're not a cleric. A fighter could take an archetype and invest in the medicine skill and be the best healer on the board. But that's my say for today. Thank you again for visiting the realm. I've been the Goat King, and come back again next week for more Pathfinder and Starfinder.